It's showtime.
It's Saturday night. It's 1 a.m.
And BBC Radio 1 Extra is taking over BBC Radio 1.
12 hours of big tunes.
Big mixes and big DJs.
BBC Radio 1 Extra on BBC Radio 1.
Extra R&B.
Extra hip-hop.
Extra dancehall.
Extra UKG.
Extra D&B.
And everything in between. Tonight from 3.
The 1 Extra mixtape with Shawnee B.
From 5.
Raz Kwame.
BBC Radio 1 Extra on BBC Radio 1.
Showtime.
Now.
Grooverider.
On BBC Radio 1 and 1 Extra.
Big up to Mr. Jam for the last 2 hours. Do remember you can catch the Jam Man right here on Radio 1 and also Radio 1 Extra. It's time for Rider Radio.
On Radio 1 and 1 Extra.
Saturday nights on BBC 1 Extra and Radio 1.
Grooverider on BBC Radio 1 and 1 Extra.
The best drum and bass, the biggest sounds, the most hurting, you make you drop a hurdle sound selection.
It's Rider Radio, representing drum and bass on the BBC.
Something real sweet to enter the show tonight. So many things to get through tonight, man. It's a big show. Kicked in with an outfit go by the name of Drudge. Track entitled The World. Just joined us, good evening and welcome. Or should I say good morning? Welcome along to the primary drum and bass show in the world. The awards speak for themselves. It's Rider Radio here on the BBC. BBC Radio 1 and BBC Radio 1 Extra, our internet family. So tonight, we, as you well know, if you're a Ryder Radio fan, you know some big tunes are landing straight. We also have a very, very, very special guest, the #1 drum and bass DJ in the world today, goes by the name of Andy C. He's gonna come and see your boy tonight. It's bloody about time. I'm not even sure if I've talked to Andy in a couple of years over here. Have we done it since you've been here, Sarah? It's been a couple of years since I've caught up with it. Do you know what? I saw Andy on Friday night, and I think it's a couple of years since I've seen him. Always in the same parties, but at different times. So we're going to be hooking up with Andy C today and talking about the new LP Nightlife 5. We're going to roll with Andy. Simple, straight. I think Andy's going in the mix for us tonight as well. And bringing in some tunes, so it's going to be a long one. Myself and Fabio will be going head to head in the rewind tracks. I'm going to see if I'm going to throw the hand. I'm going to throw out the hand to Andy to see if he wants to join in. Because I know Andy's got more than enough rewind tunes in his box. So that battle commences later on tonight, I hope. It's Ryder Radio till 3, right here on the BBC.
It's just too soon.
Grooverider on BBC Radio 1 and 1 Extra.
Can't you understand?
Yo, Grooverider, that tune right there is mad, sir. Stop that and bring it back.
You got to slow
know the deal. Fabio, Grooverider, Saturday night, Radio 1.
Too much bass for one station.
You know.
Too much bass for one station. Grooverider on BBC Radio 1 Extra and BBC Radio 1.
Pull it, rah, rah, rah.
What's going on? You already know this is Drake. You rocking with the illest tag team, Fabio and Grooverider.
It's just too soon. Can't you understand? But baby, you've got to slow It's just too soon. Can't you understand? But baby, you've got to slow down.
Grooverider on BBC Radio 1 and BBC Radio 1 Extra.
Track entitled City Lock, Aswad, Mr. Brinsley, old school. I'm throwing that one out to my Warrior Charge people. That's the Breakage remix. Before that, we had Die, and another artist goes by the name of Break, not to be confused with Breakage. And the track was entitled, what was that track called? Oh, finally, anytime you're ready, ladies. Now, I've had that track sitting in my box for about a month, and every time I come in, I just don't get the time to play it, man. It's such a good tune. Now, we're just keeping it easy for a hot minute. You know, this is how we program the show. We're going to have some bangers, bit of Andy C. Then we're going to drum step it. Now on the road this week, where do I go to? Oh, I went to a mad gig in Poland. Went to a place called Lodz? Something like that anyway. Went with a load of artists, MC Fun, who else? Fat Man D, DJ Rough Stuff, the Rat Pack, Everson Allen and Lipmaster Mark. Even Phil Fearon from Galaxy. Remember Galaxy? No, you probably don't. Probably before your time. Used to make some kind of soul funk tunes. Baby D was out there as well. Also J Majik, Aphrodite, Herbsy, where else? I'm forgetting somebody. MC Shortson and MC Depp.
Rewind that, 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 rewind
To BBC Radio 1 and BBC Radio 1 Extra. Representing the sounds of BBC Radio 1 and BBC Radio 1 Extra. Give it up and make some noise for Grooverider!
This is Drake, and right now you listening to none other than Grooverider.
So yeah, we went to Lodz in Poland on Saturday night. Big party. Probably the biggest party that side of Poland's ever seen. 7,000 people strong. Also got to shout out the MCs on my set. MC Navigator, also Dirty Phonics out of Paris were in the house. Massive show.
of drum and bass on BBC Radio 1 Extra and BBC Radio 1.
Saturday nights on BBC Radio 1 Extra and BBC Radio 1.
Gotta let it go.
BBC Radio 1 Extra takes over BBC Radio 1.
Gotta let it go.
Radio 1 Extra and BBC Radio 1.
Still really, really, really liking that tune. On Infrared Records, that's the Prototypes track entitled Cascade. Before that we had Sigma remix of Paint It Black forthcoming on Hospital Records. And what did I have before that? Because I have no memory.
LB?
Who?
She's over there. She's
oh, right, okay. Boggy, what's going on, Bog?
You had Calibre.
Oh, yeah, that's it, junk.
Garbage man.
Yeah, the Master Calibre. So Friday night, well, last Friday night was the birthday of probably the super club in London, Fabric. 10 years already, unbelievable. And to celebrate, it was a big True Playaz night. All the rooms were being used by the players. There's about 30 DJs there. Absolutely amazing. So I got to shout DJ Hype, Pascal, DJ Friction. Who else did I see there? I can't even remember. Cannot remember for the life of me. We had such a good time. I was there from like 12 till 5. Which is ages for me, trust me. Got to shout all the MCs who showed up as well and played. Also caught a bit of comics in the other room. Also my man Fabio was there. But Fabio's been going for 10 years already. I can remember the opening night when we done the V Records party. 10 years, so fast. There's something that's getting a lot of play right now. It's called Death March. Just homed in, it's Rider Radio here on Radio 1 Extra and BBC Radio 1.
Grooverider, rider.
You're listening to BBC Radio 1 and BBC Radio 1 Extra.
Grooverider on BBC Radio 1 Extra and BBC Radio 1. That's right.
Outfit goes by the name of Shuta. The beat goes by the name of Poisoned Pie. I play that for my man Mr. Bailey, also Chrissy Chris, who represent the drum and bass on One Extra midweek. Bailey on the Wednesday night between the hours of 10 and 12, is it? What is it? Oh, you got your headphones on. You got your headset on again. Yeah? What show are you listening to? Oh, you're on the iPod, yeah? Okay.
Yeah, I was listening to the new one from Devlin.
Oh, Jesus, better you than me. I'm not really a Devlin fan.
Oh, it's good.
Too much shouting.
Oh, I did actually get the new Peter Andre album as well. Lindsay put that in my post.
Who's Peter Andre?
He's this Australian guy that's a pop star. He's quite big in the game.
What game?
Mysterious girl, I wanna get close to you. Oh.
Anyway, it's Dub Pedla. Track entitled The Jungle. It's Rider Radio here on Radio 1. Should I have given away that secret then?
No, I don't think you should.
Doesn't matter. I don't care anyway. Who's Peter Andre?
Extra.
That's right, Diane.
He's coming.
Coming where? Oh, yeah,
To your house.
He only lives down the road, you know.
Yeah, he's coming.
Yeah, he lives about 20 minutes away.
RSVP, he's on. Hype's on.
Oh, Hype's definitely on. I saw Hype on Friday. And he was going on, oh, what are you cooking, Groove? What are we having then? I can cook, you know, Groove.
He's more than invited to cook. He wants
so
to cook.
competitive, you know, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
He's like an annoying little brother.
Well,
so competitive.
Yeah, he's coming.
Yeah, I can cook, Groove. What can you cook? You can't cook, can you? So Hype, I'm getting the caterers in. What do you mean you're getting the caterers in? I was like, Hype, calm down now. If you must, Hype, bring a cake.
We're going to make some cakes on the night, I think.
Yeah, whatever. Who's we anyway?
You, me,
nah, I don't
Lindsay,
think so.
Fabio.
So who else is on the bill? Fabio?
Yeah, we're going to get... You know, can't
Does
cook,
Fabio
won't cook.
even know how to boil an egg?
No. But that's going to be the funniest part, because when his cakes come out of the oven...
What cakes? He doesn't know how to make cakes.
Well, we're going to teach him.
I know, there's no school in this.
Somebody make some noise!
Exactly, that's what I'll do if Fabio makes a cake. But
do you not want Fabio making a mess of your kitchen? Is that the problem?
He better make a mess in his own kitchen and then try and bring him around my house and we can examine them, because there's no chance that he's cooking in my house.
I don't trust him though. If we can't watch him make the cake, I think, because he'd probably like use gone off eggs or something like that, wouldn't he?
I don't know. What are you asking me for? That's a question you need to ask Fabio. But yeah, so when's this thing taking place? We're going to do a night in my house. We're going to record it, and we're going to play it out to the public. When?
Yeah, Christmas.
One
big Christmas party. Yeah.
Yeah. So who we got coming round so far?
So far we've got
Hype.
Dynamite. Hype.
Yeah.
You, Fabio.
That's 4.
Lindsay, me.
6.
The boss, Andy. Andy's coming.
Andy?
Yeah.
Oh, good grief. No, Andy's cool. Who else? We've got to get Goldie on that. You know Goldie's coming. He's
Goldie's coming, but he was just sorting out how he was going to get to him from your house, that's all.
Anyway, my special guest from about a month ago with Artificial Intelligence have the album out at the moment. It's called Stand Alone. There's a track from those guys, it's called Let It Be. I love this tune. I'm so in love with drum and bass right now, you have no idea. So many variations and styles that I'm kicking it. Oh, and we're still waiting for Andy.
Yeah.
This is tough. Anyway, let's get back to some vintage rider radio. Drum step business is going to draw a little bit later on. I've been having so many requests.
Feel you're slipping.
Trying to hear a bit more of that, so let's get it on tonight.
I'll break your fall when everything is bending out of shape. Yeah. Let me take the wheel.
I play that for Storm. Also my girl Chemistry, never forgotten. So this week, we're off to oh no, we've got to do that hip-hop set next Saturday.
I'm looking forward to that.
You're looking forward. You're not going, you're banned.
Since when?
I'm not looking forward to it, because it's been a while since I've done a hip-hop set.
We're both coming.
Out. Do I have to scratch? I don't have to scratch, do I?
Maybe, right.
That will be so embarrassing. Do you scratch, Linz?
Only if I've got an itch.
You're so funny.
No, I just kind of clang.
Yeah, clang your way through. That's what I'm going to be doing next week. I'm clanging my way through.
The thing with hip hop is you can just do a load of rewinds and you just pull it back and then start it again.
Oh, you're an expert, are you? You're a big hip hop DJ.
I'm a massive hip hop DJ. Have you not seen me out on the circuit?
Yeah, with your Peter Andre, yeah?
No, I'm supporting Rick Ross on tour.
Peter Andre spinbacks.
Yeah.
Mysterious.
Bring it back! Hold up! Yeah, that's me.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll be doing a sort of an arena tour with I'm supporting Jay-Z. You know the warm-up crowd just before the big acts go on. So
Oh,
Jay-Z,
really?
yeah.
Okay.
I play hip hop for him.
Wicked. You must be going for Westwood show soon, yeah?
Oh yeah. No, they've been asking me to do it for ages, but
What, fill him when he's away?
yeah, exactly.
Okay,
but I was
you
busy.
Decline.
Well, you see, I got to hang out with you. Haven't I?
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Can't be everywhere.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Now I'm going to play a record which I have no idea what it is, but, you know. No, I'm joking.
Good luck, everybody.
Oh, yeah, I remember now. Stepping back. I was just going through a few tracks which I do during the week and try to pull back some old stuff. Found this one. Sounded really good and tight. It's a remix from the master, the professor, the governor, Mr. Dillinja. On a remix for Stakka and Skynet. That's how old this is. The track's called No Way Out, the Dillinja remix.
It's Rider Radio, representing drum and bass on the BBC.
This could be a way out. This could be a way out.
It's Fabio, it's Grooverider, it's Radio 1, it's One Extra.
This could be a way out.
Some vintage Dillinja. Track entitled No Way Out from Stakka and Skynet. Dillinja remix. Pushing that one out to everybody who turned up at the Valve Sound System party over there in Nottingham at the Gatecrasher Club. We done that about a month ago. Our room was fantastic. Big night. Gotta say hi to Lemon D and everybody who represents on the Valve Sound System. Also a big shout to Adam F, who was also in the house.
You're listening to BBC Radio 1 and BBC Radio 1 Extra.
It's a big tune. Grooverider.
BBC 1 Extra and Radio 1.
Alright, I got caught out by the pitch there. Speed. Something your boy has been putting on a power play. Saw that Zane Lowe. Is Zane Lowe busting it? Is he ready for this? Jackin saved my life. J Majik, Wickaman.
It's just one step too far away from me. Everywhere I go, try not to cross the line, but my mind signs and search straight out the window. And even though I believe in what I do, blinded by the lies, I breathe the lies as if they're true. Cause I can't get my mind right, and you won't be my lifeline. And you won't be my lifeline. Sometimes I forget my lines in this way. Even though they know my lie, I've never been so alone. It's killing me to save my life. And I've been on this road before. This time I have to close the door. It's killing me to save my life. Yo, there must be more to me than you. Revolve my life around, control and bring me down. Time by the second, cause every second's never closer. And I've never been the one to run, but I can't redo what I've undone. And I can't get my mind right, and you won't be my lifeline. And you won't be my lifeline. Sometimes I forget my lines in this place. Get my lines in this way. Even though they know my lie, I've never been so alone. It's killing me to save my life. And I've been on this road before. This time I have to close the door. Killing me to save my life. Get my mind right, and you won't be my lifeline. And you won't be my lifeline. Sometimes I forget my lines in this way. Even though they know my lie, I've never been so alone. It's killing me to save my life. And I've been on this road before. This time I have to close the door. Killing me to save my life.
absolutely dangerous. It's Grooverider's Rewind Track of the Week.
Yep, Linz, that was a very interesting running, man, you got there. I haven't seen that move in about 5 years.
Well, I'm bringing it back.
That's good, Linz. It's a good look.
Like Backstreet, but bogus.
I've been getting a lot of people wanting to see the sidestep moonwalk. Was that tore it down last week?
It was heavy.
That's what I'm talking about. But that was a one-off, Linz. That was a one-off.
Where's my phone? I need to record this.
What, Lindsay's running, man, yeah?
No, your sidestep moonwalk.
No. You're not ready for that.
Okay, I'll tell you.
As I said last week, not even Michael Jackson could do that one.
If we get Lindsay doing the Running Man, we can get you doing the sidestep as
It's
well.
not a comedy act. I ain't got no big nose and red shoes.
Grooverider.
website for the tracklist is bbc.co.uk/Radio1.
Callide, track entitled No More. I played that for my man Fabio. I know you'll be in love with that tune. Also, I played that for my Manchester crew. Looking forward to getting back up there. So many things happening in this month, I can't remember any of them off the top of me. You know what, I'm going to have to walk around with a diary. I still can't really catch that Twitter thing, you know. I just don't really, I don't ever think about it. I should really do more with that, I reckon. I need someone to draw me in properly. Oh, and our Facebook page is looking sick. Lots of info, lots of photos, and lots of fans. Hit us up, bbc.co.uk/Radio1. Head towards those old school pictures, and I underline old school. And just become part of our Facebook fan club. Fan club sounds so camp. Become part of our troop.
The pictures on Facebook are new though.
Our squad, that sounds better. The what Facebook? Who?
The pictures on your Facebook, they're new. They look good.
Yeah. I'm not even gonna lie about that, but I'm talking about those Radio 1 ones, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You know exactly what I mean.
Well, we did try and sort it out, didn't we? But you were,
not really,
you were busy.
No, we really didn't.
You were busy.
Well, yeah,
you and Fabio were both busy.
No, Fabio just didn't like the pictures you took.
Yes, but you didn't actually turn up to do the photos that we'd arranged with a professional photographer.
Oh, God.
That's what happens when you don't turn up. Talking of not turning up.
Yeah, where is Andy?
We've got 8
I'm
minutes
into
left.
this show as well, but I'm going to have to hand over some to Andy C. If he turns up. It's normal, Andy's always late. When you got a gig, Andy's turning up after you, make sure you got an extra half hour to kill. He's the busiest man in drum and bass, so we make allowances. Here's my man Majistrate alongside Logan D, some carjacking. I'm not promoting, I'm just saying.
BBC One Extra and Radio 1 exclusive.
Big bass and breaks on the biggest drum and bass show in the world. Run that rhythm again, rude boy. Know this?
Representing the sounds of BBC Radio 1 and BBC Radio 1 Extra. Give it up and make some noise for Grooverider.
2 hours of drum and bass on your radio. It's BBC Radio 1 Extra taking over BBC Radio 1. Too much bass for one station on BBC Radio 1 Extra and BBC Radio 1. Yeah. It's too much bass for one station. Grooverider on BBC Radio 1 Extra and BBC Radio 1.
Listening to none other than Grooverider.
Extra.
Yo, Grooverider, that tune right there is mad, sir. Stop that and bring it back.
So it's all going on. Right. I'm not even going to bother going into the tracks listing. Hit our page, bbc.co.uk/Radio1. Catch all the tracks back to back in the mix. You know what they are. And that's where you can head towards if you want to hear the show again, rewind it, forward it, do what you want. Hear a track again. bbc.co.uk/Radio1. Hit the Fabio and Grooverider page. All you want is right there. Right. It's time. Enjoying by none other than the world's #1 drum and bass DJ. Also a top producer when he's got time. I'm gonna have to quiz him about that. What's going on in that department? But we've been joined by none other than Mr. Andy C.
Good evening, sir.
Andy, it was getting shaky.
It was getting shaky. It usually does.
That's what I was trying to tell these girls. I said, don't worry.
I will be here by hook or by crook.
Andy's always a late man. Don't worry about Andy. He's always late. It's a normal thing. Part of the package. We've got to love that, though.
We're here, though, man. Thanks for having us, bro.
Yeah, man. So what's been going on, Andy? I mean, your credentials speak for themselves. I mean, to be honest with you, I was thinking about where I met Andy C. And you know what, Andy? I'm taking it as far as back as the Wax Club.
The Wax Club.
Where I used to march in there and used to see this little guy sitting there patiently waiting to do his set.
Long hair.
Long hair. I was thinking, who's this little guy?
I used to go down there and sit there all night long, man. Wax Clubs was where the kind of my DJing sort of kicked off the ground. I did my first gig for Elevation for Funky back at Club Dada in Shaftesbury Avenue, but then I met Sting actually handing out flyers outside the clubs. That's what me and everyone used to do.
Yeah.
And Sting was like, why don't you come and hand out flyers, and what, you DJ as well? Maybe you can bring down some records. And basically I used to be the one that stood there all night and waited for someone to not turn up.
Yeah. Andy, I remember.
Those were the days, man. But it was wicked. I used to turn up there, you know, Wax Club, and
that's training ground though.
Of course it is. You had to put on a show in the Wax Club. Do you know what I mean? That was early doors, and you had to do the business down there.
Do you think that kind of goes on now? Because I don't believe it does. Like trainee, that's when you're training, learning your game.
Well, but everyone was learning. I was learning everything, and the scene was learning about itself, and people were learning about jungle. You know, it was everything was growing out of that sort of epicenter and that whole part of London and the London vibe. And it was all new. It was new to me. It was new to, you know, a lot of the when it first started off, actually, that night was a house night. It wasn't even jungle. It was like the jungle was so new, and he thought he'd put it in there. And I remember turning up there once, and I was playing. He's like, "Yeah, I got a new MC tonight, Stevie Hyper D. He's like a new guy I want to try out, and this, that, and the other." So everything about it was fresh, and exciting. And so many tunes got broke down. Now I remember hearing Mickey drop Helicopter Tune first time. People dropping Terrorist for the first time. So many good memories from that club.
What else was around that time? Paradise Club was around.
Paradise Club was around. That just become sort of like church for me. You know, obviously you had Cool doing their gigs, the big gigs that were kicking off, Live Utopias, you know, Telepathies.
Yeah.
And then you had, a couple of years after that, Voodoo Magic was kicking off with Moving Shadow, when that all started kicking off at Equinox. Was that 94, something like that?
Andy, let's keep quiet about it, because we're going to start giving away our ages and all that, man.
Oh, man, it feels like yesterday, though, doesn't it? It feels like yesterday, you know, and them, to me, that's where I draw inspiration from, was all them days. And I'm still actually playing tunes in my sets now that I used to drop there.
Yeah, of course.
You know, because to me, they were so fresh and exciting then. I figure, why not drop them now? Because hopefully they'll have the same response to the people that are hearing them for the first time, you know?
Well, that's what, at the end of the day, Andy, if that's what got you involved, why not somebody else?
Yeah, well, I've got so many good memories and emotions that I feel when I hear the tunes, that hopefully, you know, people that are fresh to them will feel the same.
So, like, you know, back then you was like DJing, and you were making music back then.
Mm-hmm.
So what's happened?
Well, there's not enough hours in the day, bro. I mean, don't get me wrong.
You've made some of the, you know, the drum and bass jungle classics.
I've been part of, you know, like with Ant Miles, you know, doing
Shimon,
the tunes and Shimon, exactly, the trilogy. I mean, it's such a different, rewarding thing making tunes and seeing the reaction to the tunes, you know, to DJing is here and gone. You know, you can have an amazing set in a club, but it's 2 hours on. By the time you get home after a 2 hour journey,
a tune that
it's kind of got a tune is there forever. And you know, when you walk into a club and hear your own tune, I just you know, the guys that we've had on the label the past couple of years that have exploded and gone on, and it's just gone crazy for them. I'm just like, I look at them when every time I turn up to a club, it's one of their tunes playing, and the buzz must be incredible because I remember that buzz. But it's just the hours in a day. I've got a studio built at home, you know. I've just had a new studio built, you know, moved out. So I'm getting in. I really am. No, I'm getting involved. I've been thinking about it for about 10 years, but
that's a long thought.
I'm going to get involved, man, because producing, like, there's no buzz like it. And you know, yourself, I mean, you produce, right? But there's not enough hours, right?
Yeah, exactly.
You're on the road every weekend, you're in the car, you're in the plane, and you have the ideas for the best tunes ever, you know, the best album ever, you know.
All you want to do is sleep.
Exactly. By the time you get home, it's Monday morning and it's done. But no, I'm going to knuckle down and I'm going to get on it. Obviously, with getting the mix CD just out of the way, that was so much, like, took up so much of my brain space and my time, and I wanted to devote so much time to it that making tunes is not even can't even come into the realms. But now that's done, it's a great relief to get it out there. So, you know, fingers crossed.
So, like, this is number. Well, let's like touch on the CD quickly. It's number 5.
It is, yeah.
What's changed since number 1? I mean, apart from the tunes, I mean, like, musically, have you gone anywhere else, or is it just still what you do?
No, I think musically, I think there's probably a bit more diversity on there. I think the production levels, the mix downs of the tunes are just incredible nowadays. It's so hard to split them up. You know, back in the day there used to be a handful of producers, couple of producers that could really nail it with the production and the mix downs, whereas now everyone's nailing it, it seems. And but with this one I've tried to make it 2 CDs, you know, because I play a lot of longer sets in the clubs.
Exactly, yeah.
And there's a lot of tunes out there, and for the first 4 I was only doing 1 CD, and I was just, the day it came out, I was used to look in my box of the tunes I didn't put on there and feel a little bit gutted. So I wanted to make this, it could have been 3 CDs, but I've made it 2. And hopefully it represents like a 2-hour set in the club, you know, as many diverse, hitting on as many angles of DSB as possible.
What I noticed is that there are a lot of new tracks on there. Is that mainly because you've been holding stuff on RAM?
Well, there's a lot of new tracks on there. There's a lot of tracks from new artists on there that we've recently signed. And to be honest, a lot of the tunes came about literally in the last couple of weeks before.
Yeah, that's what I've been noticing, because I'm looking at the CD, Andy, and there's a lot of tracks I don't know on there. I'm not really happy, Andy. I've got to be honest with you. I'm raging, Andy.
Well, maybe that's a little string to my bow. You know what I mean? I've outgrooved the groove. But you know.
I don't like that one, Andy. you know me and the beats, man. I love to have my beats.
Well, check your inbox. They're probably in there somewhere, mate.
I'll tell you what I didn't have is Cathedral, because I love that tune.
I sent you that.
Did you send me that?
Specifically,
mate,
yeah.
Do you know what?
You've got to look in that inbox, Groove. You've got them all.
I'm embarrassed now.
But I tell you why. I tell you what it is. You know, when you're doing the mix CDs, you start off and I look in the record box and I'm checking out the tunes that I've got and maybe the sets that I'm playing.
Yeah.
And basically, it started off being easy. Yeah, this is going to be the tracks, and then as it gets nearer, the artist, can you put this track on? I've just made this track. Can you put?
Yeah.
And then even the night before I recorded it, or the night I was recording it, I'm getting fresh tracks hitting me. You know, Red One's going mad because I'm like, we've got to license this, we've got to do that. You know.
Yeah.
And that's just how I wanted it to be. I wanted it to be as upfront as possible, because I don't want it to be here, you know, for a couple of weeks and gone. Hopefully I can, you know, spread some word of the new artists on the label and get some fresh beats out there.
Yeah.
And, you know, just check your inbox.
Do you know what? I'm totally embarrassed, you know, but yeah. So, like, you're responsible for a lot of new artists and, like, some of the older ones, Subfocus. You actually had, what did you put Chasing Status out?
Yeah, we did Chasing Status, first album out. We're still working with Chasing Status, you know, they're still part of the family.
Okay.
Subfocus was handed a demo in a club where, you know, the last digit of his mobile number was missing.
Yeah.
And I had to dial it up. With Culture Shock, he sent me the tune. You know, people send you tunes on AIM and they don't write who it's by or whatnot.
Yeah.
He sent me the tune on AIM, and I played it in Fabric, didn't have a clue it was. He comes up to me at the end of the set, he's like, you played my tune, man. I was like, what tune's that?
How many times is that?
So we got talking, and you know, he just lived round the corner, and he's like, I got a bunch of tunes I want to play you. So I went and heard them, and the rest is history. The guy's immensely talented.
So what's he doing, like, as towards an album project? Is that going to happen?
Yes, of course it is. Well, I mean, fingers crossed. I mean, everybody's working on albums. I mean, because
really
there's a label.
Culture Shock, man. Really
man, he's
really
incredible.
good.
He's got sort of, he's got a tie going through his tunes that everybody identifies with.
Exactly.
Whether they be laid back or bangers or whatever. And he really is knuckling down at the moment. And we've had a good chat last week actually about a project that he's going to be working on, because I think his music's got to be heard in an album format. It's not just about straight up club tunes with him.
Yeah, no, you can hear that. He's got so much more to him.
That's right.
Does he still do tracks with the Brooks Brothers?
He's worked with a couple of people. We've had a track with him and Furlong. Track with the Brooks Brothers, obviously rework, and track with Furlong. So he works with everybody. They're sort of like everyone knows each other. So they sort of head over to each other's studios and do some tunes and stuff. And whenever they have done collaborations, they've been fantastic.
Definitely. We're going to play a tune now. Tell us what that is. Do you know? Sarah just thrown it in off the cuff. She just do her own thing.
Well, this is Space.
Yeah, she's just doing her own thing now. Sarah, you DJ tonight. So, we only got the biggest drum and bass DJ in the world in here, but you can DJ.
Listen, this is all good, man. This is a good selection, Sarah. This is Space Time by Delta Heavy, a new signing.
Oh, she's after Westwood show, didn't I tell you?
What's that?
She said she's going to take over Westwood show when he's away.
I'm big in the hip hop game.
I'm tuning in. What's that? That's perfect.
It's called the Wu Clang Show.
This is Space Time, Delta Heavy, brand new signing. This is out soon, man.
No doubt.
Grooverider on BBC Radio 1 and 1 Extra.
So Andy, tell us about that track and the artist, man.
This is Delta Heavy, brand new signing, and this is their debut 12 for us. They've had a couple of tracks on Viper, and this is the starting track on Nightlife, and this is just an absolute club banger.
Lovely.
Absolute banger. This is called Space Time.
Where are these guys from?
What's that?
Where are they from, these guys?
They're from London.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And they are on it. Everyone's on it.
Oh, tell me about it. So let's talk about what you're playing at the moment. I mean, like, there's been a big influx of like dubstep in the drum and bass clubs at the moment. Like, are you thinking of going down that road at all? Like incorporating that in your set at all?
I'm thinking about incorporating as much drum and bass as possible because there's enough drum and bass out there to fill a whole night's worth. So why not?
That's what I'm saying, man. But yeah.
You know, to be honest with you, I mean, nothing to get. You know, like listen, it's all good. You know, there's a couple of tunes in my box that have got down tempo sections.
Yeah.
But if there's enough D&B out there, I'm going to rep it, man.
Yeah, no doubt. So, DJing. What's your place right now?
What's my place?
I mean, you're doing Matter.
Yeah, we was.
Down,
yeah.
Moved to Fabric. Do you see that as your new home, or you waiting for something else to come along where you can think, you know what, let me just step out of here and go and do something?
No. I mean, you know, obviously being at the end for 10 years was just, you know, amazing. And then we had Matter, we did 8 shows in there, and I can't believe we did. It was just incredible.
Yeah.
Absolutely mind-blowing. Being down on the first night and looking down on the dance floor and seeing just a sea of people right up until the end of the night. I mean, it was incredible. And, you know, I feel lucky that we did our nights in there.
Yeah.
Because it's, you know, it's obviously not running anymore, you know, so to be able to do the nights in there.
History. That's
exactly. But with Fabric, I've been playing there for so many years, it feels like home. You know, I mean, the people down there, the people that run the club have got such a great ethos. The team down there, everybody from the bar staff up to the management, you know, everybody, the security, everybody's just great. So, you know, we're going to turn it into our home. You know, we need to hone a few things and get it quite right because obviously there's other nights that go on down there.
Yeah.
So we need to ramify the night a little bit, if you know what I mean, for want of a better phrase.
Yeah.
But we're going to work it and get it right. I mean, the last one I did a 3-hour set. Subfocus did a live show.
Okay.
You know, we've got a Christmas party coming up, so we're going to try and keep it special and do different things.
So often you doing
every
those
time.
ones down there?
Every 2 months.
Okay,
So we've got the Christmas special. I think it's Friday, December the 10th or something like that. So, yeah, man, it's every 2 months.
Okay. Right, we're going to run another track.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us what this is about.
This track is off of the Nightlife EP Part 2, and I think this is out on Monday. I've just been told. And this is called Crash Test Dummy by Sparfunk, one of the original Ram crew that doesn't...
Sparfunk?
Yep.
Yeah, from a long time ago.
Well, he's part of Moving Fusion.
Oh, okay. What's happened to Moving Fusion? They did split up, right?
Well, they kind of sort of thought they'd venture and try out their different paths, but, you know, they're still mates, still part of the family. Well, Spar's obviously done this tune that, to me, is an absolute banger. He just sent it to me. He's like, yeah, I've done this tune, see what you think of it. And this, to me, is just nice and raw. Goes in the mix beautifully.
Let's check this out.
BBC Radio 1 and 1 Extra.
So tell us about that track again, Andy.
That is Sparfunk, Crash Test Dummy, absolute roller.
What label's that coming out on there? Is that
That's
coming
on
out on
Ram.
Ram?
That's on Nightlife EP Part 2, which is out on Monday.
Wicked. Oh, the EPs, right. So the album dropped first and then you got the EPs in 2 parts, yeah?
That's right.
Oh, see.
Maybe a third. We're trying to get convinced. There's a couple of things hanging back.
So what's your feeling with the old MP3 market now and the vinyl market the way it is?
I think the MP3 market is incredible. I mean, the uptake we've had on Nightlife 5 has been amazing. Nothing short of amazing, you know.
Really?
Pretty much the biggest seller that we've ever done in that kind of realm.
So you're actually finding a way to kind of sell it now properly?
Well, yeah, I mean, since, the past couple of years, I'd say, with certain tunes, you could do 90% of the sales on MP3. Like, by far. I mean, it depends what tunes you have.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, the producers in this scene have got to get paid, right? So any way we can find for them to get
does it even it out?
their
Because
tunes
your
out there.
production costs are lower, obviously, if you're doing an MP3.
Well, yeah, they are. So, and the uptake is much higher.
Yeah.
If you promote the tune properly and the tune's big enough, the uptake is actually much higher. So you end up selling far more on MP3 than you would have ever done on vinyl, even back in the day when vinyl was at its strongest.
And that's what we've been striving for.
Well, yeah. And that was part of the ethos behind, the Nightlife 5 and the whole concept and the way it worked.
Yeah.
Is we wanted to make it, as available to people as possible. And hopefully that's worked. And obviously Subfocus and Chasing Status albums followed suit. But yeah, there's a lot of outlets for it now, and it's all about making it easy for people to get the music, right? If it's difficult,
it's all about access, man.
Well, back in the day, there was illegal downloading, and people were buying vinyl or not knowing what shops to go to. Whereas now it's easy; it's there. Everybody knows where to get the tunes, and you find people do go and get the tunes from the various sites that sell them. So
that's right.
We've had it's been fantastic.
So, you're getting into the MP3 market. But I still see you carrying a little bit of vinyl with you nowadays.
A little bit, a lot. Only. I mean, I might sell them, I don't play them.
So what's gonna happen? Are you ever thinking of moving into the digital market, or are you just gonna stick with your vinyl because that's what you know?
Well, I know you've been trying to convince me for a couple of years. Ever since I see you in Brighton. I've seen a few wiring issues. I must admit, a few wiring issues. Like in changeovers and stuff.
Oh, okay.
But for me, it's not quite. The interface is not quite right.
Yeah.
Just for personally, how I feel about it.
Yeah,
because,
of course.
Don't get me wrong. The dub plates, I have a right problem with sometimes. Jumping needles. Thank you. That's normally what Groove does when he comes and puts his box next to the deck.
No, that's the old days.
That's the old trick. Let me just crash this mix.
Slam your box down. Yeah.
But
in the house. Yeah, I remember them.
Yeah, but listen, you used to carry heavy boxes.
Yeah, heavy
bruv.
boxes, man.
How many? 3 or 4 boxes? Just ridiculous.
Mate, back in Crowland Road. If you remember Crowland Road, that one. 2 milk. You remember milk crates where they used to be empty? I used to carry 2 of those, man. Do you know what I mean? And then,
how times have changed, and now you carry a rucksack.
I carry a rucksack. Imagine.
Well, listen, it's all about who feels, what you feel comfortable with.
Yeah, exactly.
And just for me, just the physical nature of it, in the 3 decks. I'm just in that vibe at the moment. Who knows what's going to happen, but the interface is the way that I've seen it. Is I'm not quite there yet.
You can get your 3 decks running on the interface now, as you
I know.
know.
Yeah.
So I was going to say, for me, you, Carl Cox, originated the 3 deck thing. In drum and bass, you originated the 3 deck thing. How do you feel when you see other people doing it?
It's all good. 3, 4 decks, 5 decks, however many you want. I mean, it's like, you could say, how do you feel when you see other people using Serato, or doing the tricks and the loops and the this, that and the other?
I hate it. No, I'm only joking. No,
it's all good. It's just how you're doing it, isn't it? It's just how you do it. And just for me, it kind of came about by accident, by just, I enjoyed the 2 decks, but I just wanted to add that extra element. I know you could do it a hell of a lot easier by having your little snippets if you was digitally mixing.
Yeah.
But I just love that whole conveyor belt vibe when you got 3 tunes on the go and you can have tunes in a mix and you already got your next one ready to drop in, like the excitement, a riff, a drop, just a little tease or something, just to keep the, I don't know. It's just,
so is the 3 deck thing a standard thing for you, or is it still a special thing? I mean, like...
No, it's just there all the time.
Is that
now.
what you do now? Like,
yeah, it's just, I didn't want to make it a special thing. It just is, it's not like, Andy, 3 decks, let's advertise. It was never about that.
Okay.
It's just something that I wanted to do.
You just wanted to change it up a little piece.
Yeah, just wanted to have fun, and I do have a lot of fun doing it.
Wicked,
I sweat a lot more, but I have a lot of fun doing it.
Anyway, let's do the rewind tracks, I suppose. Let's have Fabio's offering for this week. And now Fabio's been set up because he didn't know Andy C was coming in. Right, so like, Fabio, you better be on your game.
In one corner we have the DJ Grooverider, in the other we have the DJ Fabio. It's the battle of the rewind. Slam them down.
Yes, Groove, it's time for the rewind track. I've been getting a battering recently, but I've got a little thing tonight from one of your boys, Heist, and it's a little track entitled Nighttime.
Grooverider on BBC Radio 1 and 1 Extra.
Okay, Fabio, you're coming in big this week. I like that. Let's see if you're ready for Andy C. Andy, give it to him, man. Go on, Andy. What we got here, Andy?
This is my killer.
That's right.
This is my killer. Moonwalker, brand new signing, Wilkinson, on Ram. I think you're going to like this one.
Okay, let's go. Andy C has come in to try and take everybody apart this week. I can't believe he's taking such a liberty.
That's a killer.
Yeah, that's Fabio already put down. I think I might be put to rest as well. I'm going to have to go drum step on you, Andy. I'm going to have to switch the play.
That's not fair.
Anyway, this is probably going to be the last one of the night. Andy, thank you for coming in, man.
Listen,
I know
thanks
it was
for
a bit
having
of
us.
pressure for you to come in here tonight, man.
Oh, it's all good. You know, it's just busy out there. I'm just, off to the next gig now, man. So, it's
you know how it rolls.
It is, but thanks for having us. You know what I mean? Radio 1 be fantastic support.
Are you doing a tour? Like, can we get that in quickly? Are you doing any dates, like, representing the nightlife? Right?
Oh, I've got tons of dates. The best place to catch them is on Facebook. If you search for Andy C on Facebook and go to my page, then you'll see all the dates.
Okay,
they're all there.
Boy, Andy, hopefully next time we can get a bit longer, man. I'd like to come in. I thought you was coming in for a few hours today, man. I thought we was rolling out. But it got a bit tight towards the end, but at least you made it. That's the main thing, man.
No, man, it's an absolute pleasure, mate.
Thank you. It's a pleasure
next time
for
we'll
us as
definitely
well,
do it
man.
longer. I've got to shout G and Special A, GQ and Special A on the road.
Yeah.
And, all the Ram family. And thanks, Radio 1, for having us. And
how's
yourself
my man
Fabio.
Shimon before we go, man?
He's fantastic, man. He's sitting there. He's doing... he's in a bunch of tunes, Audio Porn's kicking off, and there's a lot of stuff coming up, man.
Good. And hopefully I'm going to see Shimon soon, man, because that cat's a cool cat, man.
He is, for real.
But anyway, I'm going to have to end the show. I'm going to finish with my rewind track, Mr. T and Throwing Stars, the drum step mix. You can catch Fabio next week in the chair. I'll be back in the fortnight, thanks to my girls, Lindsay and Sarah. I'll be off to Belgium straight after this, and see you in a fortnight. Look after yourselves. Take care.
Hey, yo, Grooverider, you smashed it. You finished it. There's nothing left. You are the champion. Play your champion music.